The Black Entrepreneurs Alliance, the BEA, has welcomed the surge in digital wallet usage across South Africa. It sees this as a key step towards greater economic inclusion. With an estimated 12 billion rand locked out of the formal banking system, digital wallets are creating new opportunities for the unbanked and economically marginalised. The organisation sees digital wallets as a vital tool in building fairer economy and avoiding potential grey listing concerns. BEA has commended the efforts of major banks and tech companies driving the shift. The focus now is for targeted support for small businesses, improved financial literacy and regulatory frameworks that encourage innovation. We're joined now by Refilwe Monageng, founder and CEO of the Black Entrepreneurs Alliance. Thank you so much for coming in. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Juliet. Thank you so much for the interview.
Can you tell us briefly what is digital wallets?
So digital wallet, it's that money, like your Sendimali, e-wallet, cash send. It's that money that you don't need to have a physical bank account. But through technological means, your phone number, all you just need to have, it's a phone.
Yes.
And electronic means, like even if you have an email or any means of an electronic account that people can trace you with, then you can save that money in that, call it a wallet or a purse if you like.
Is it a bit dangerous to have your money in this electronic wallet? Isn't it open to phishing scams and cyber crimes, other people getting the money out when they shouldn't?
It is. Nonetheless, I mean, especially with FNB, it has been seen. That's why the way they've dominated that sector, everybody thinks a cash send or Sendimali, they're all called e-wallets,
yes,
on the electronic wallet, on the basis that FNB has dominated that. Unless your information gets into arbitrary people, then yes, you are prone to your information leaking. I mean, the fact that it's technology, it's new, and even with the cryptocurrency, that's what people are trying to ensure that they can lock and people can work safely. But what's exciting about it, it's that it gives access to people that historically and under normal circumstances would not have access to money. All you need to have, especially for the African market, it's a cell phone. To say that a lot of people might not have access to a whole lot of things, but a lot of people have access to a Symbian compliant phone. Therefore, on the basis of that, they can be able to access that money that's desperately needed.
How is this service going to be beneficial and grow the financial sector? So,
access to financial instruments and financial literacy is very important. The first thing that people need to do is financial education. Sure. Because a lot of times we can have access, especially for the unbanked market. When you speak about the unbanked market, you think about that lady that you call hawkers that are selling your millies, that are selling your fat cakes. Those are the people that usually transact in cash, and people also in stokvels. So those are the type of people that need to be included. I mean, even the South African Reserve Bank speaks about including the financially marginalised. Like you rightfully said in your opening, that according to the Oxford report and World Bank, it's a market worth over 12.5 billion rands. Yeah. So it's an astronomical number. But you must also appreciate that those numbers are inconsistent in that nobody has emphatically taken a real study. And what do I mean? We know that there's a Stokvel Association, but have you think about people that are now financially marginalized, let's say on the basis or either on the closure of VBS and on the closure of Itala Bank. So it's also contributing to a lot of people that were using those financial instruments and tools to access finance that at the moment they cannot. And one of the fears by people in the unbanked market, it's trusting banks.
Sure.
And carrying your card, the fact that cards are cloned. But even with SIM cards, someone can say, but last time I was just talking on another program about cloned SIM cards. So how do you, I mean, there's also eSIM cards, electronic SIM cards. So technological companies are improving, working closely with banks and retail companies to ensure that it's to ensure that the market is opened up even wider to a lot of audiences. What do I mean by that? You think about people in rural areas. In every rural area, there should be possibly a retail store like a Boxer. So if you do have a Boxer store there, it means through a cell phone, someone can download an app and can go and tap in terms of transacting, buying and paying for utilities. So it's those mechanisms that we welcome and saying, in fact, more of this should be done, especially on an education part.
What specific challenges do micro and small businesses have when adopting this technology?
One is the fear of not understanding technology.
Sure.
I mean, you'd appreciate that the millennials are better, whereby people of my age and above me, they're scared of technology, not understanding how it works. And just the fear of the unknown makes it difficult. That's, I said earlier, education, education, and more education, and also awareness to say how this works, and for technological companies to make it simple to use. I mean, even if they can have accounts on social media that educate people that are not technologically savvy, like some of us, how to use these apps, then it will make sure that once we see that it's user-friendly, we can adapt easily and access these financial tools.
Does the BEA have any initiatives to educate people on using these kinds of systems?
Yes, we do. So this morning, I'm excited about this. There's an organization, we had a meeting with them this morning. It's based in Cape Town. The Bullion, it's called a Black Bullion. So what they do, especially focusing on the youth, they're the future leaders, they're the future customers of all these financial companies. So if you ensure that you teach them about budgeting, about saving, about a good credit profile so that they're not blacklisted. And why are we saying this? In our midst, a lot of black entrepreneurs are blacklisted. And as Black Entrepreneurs Alliance, we're also advancing the issue of credit amnesty. And we know that exactly 11 years ago, it was done. In 2014, there was a credit amnesty. So through credit amnesty and education, people can be able to access money. And once they have money, let them learn to budget. Don't live above your means. Don't spend what you don't have. And ensure that you comply. Pay your UIF. Pay your SARS and pay your employees on time. And this is also on account that their clients pays them on time.
I appreciate you coming in today to explain that to us. And I'd love to chat to you again about those educational programs that you have, helping people understand how money works and finance work, and then exposing them to these fantastic digital technologies.
We'd love to do that, Jim.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.